room. The sacred space is created to allow the opening of the heart. Everyone is welcome, no matter where they are on their spiritual journey. And today we celebrate our oneness in thought, in word, and in action. Good morning, my name is John Wrenfeather, and I'm a licensed practitioner at this center. Today's inspiration is taken from the book 365 Days of Richard Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. And today's thought is entitled God maintains me in balance. He has attendant angels before him and behind him, watching over him by God's command. This is a quotation from the Quran. I may strive to have my own way, but in the long run, God always has His own way. Always. The law of mind cannot be broken, and the ways of mind cannot be used for my own selfish ends. There is a divine law of balance, forever maintained. My petty likes and dislikes have no power and no reality. The divine design of my life will manifest for me whether I see the way or not. In me, wisdom must be balanced with love. Is my present plan consistent with both wisdom and love? If it is, then I shall prosper, and if it is not, then all my efforts are in vain. As they say in the scriptures, he who builds a house without God's help labors in vain. Balance, maybe karma, shall be maintained in me, whether I like it or not. I must be balanced to be effective, and now I let all the wisdom and love of God maintain me in balance. I allow right motives in all that I do. The infinite wants me to be happy, successful, and at peace. My right motives will let divine within me, divine action, take place through me. And now I do just that. I didn't quite understand. I chose not to quite understand these words when first I encountered them in the middle of the week. And I put off looking at them again until much later, procrastinating, resisting. I was resisting these words because I know full well how often the imbalance comes up in my life. And in my workplace, I'm a teacher, and I'm somewhat attached, apparently, to delivering my wisdom. And when the students don't have exactly my agenda and have their own wisdom to attend to, I get out of balance. And I love which was the initial motivation for sharing this wisdom. Love goes out the window, and I become what they call a mean teacher. And all my efforts are in vain. I lose all my points. I've learned to do somewhat better with that, but I tell you, this balance business between wisdom and love, between intellect and emotion, is the great challenge that the playwrights invoke. All of the movies, all of the soap operas, all of the dramas are based on the fact that this imbalance is a very human challenge. Shakespeare points out that love is blind and lovers cannot see the petty follies that they commit. And he writes comedies about those petty follies, how their love takes them out of balance with their wisdom, until things get set right at the end and God's universe is finally expressed in harmony. In Othello, the misguided hero murders his wife and explains to those who are witness to the scene that he is one who loved not wisely, but too well, I should say. And yet, that is the imbalance of loving too wisely. Wisdom is not in balance. The emotion overrules the intellect. The stuff of comedy and tragedy, and as Puck says, Lord, what fools these mortals be. But spirit doesn't care. Spirit is indifferent to the emotional charge. It is in perfect balance, equanimity, peace. That which is real, not drama, however involving the story may be. The writers of today's inspiration put it this way: the law remains undisturbed by my hysterics. No individual can shake the foundations of this world, which are set in law and order. And that last sentence is the punchline to all of the dramas, all of the movies, all of the soap operas that we take as the template of our daily lives. In the long run, God always has His own way. The foundations of this world are set in law and order. Balance is retained. Now, I have one other revelation, not in the workplace, but at home. I ran by this editing of the inspiration to my sweet wife, Tatiana, who patiently heard me, and I was eager to show her how wise I had been in using some and not using others of the sentences in the thing. And I was on a roll.